But there's an obvious difference between D.C. and any other city in America. You know, a few months ago, I was in Union Station and saw a body hit the floor at the bottom of the escalator in Union Station because there was a murder right in front of me. Up on the second floor, I was going to get a tie, and I heard the shots and saw the body hit the floor. So I've been listening all day long to people trying to make some argument that Washington, D.C. is a safe place. It's not a safe place, and we can argue about statistics and numbers. There's a police commander right now on suspension because there's some allegation that the statistics have been altered. But we can argue about that all day long. Nobody in their right mind who lives there or visits there on a regular basis would tell you that Washington, D.C. is safe, and everybody who goes there knows it, and everybody who goes there knows the place is not.
I don't know.
Hey, yo, hold on to your hats because the liberal meltdown is in full swing. President Trump just unleashed 800 National Guard troops and federalized the Washington, D.C.'s police to crush violent juvenile crime, dubbing it Liberation Day for the Capitol. Democrats and their media cronies are apoplectic, crying tyranny while forgetting that D.C. has been under their watch for over half a century with crime stats that make your head spin. So stick around as we unpack why the left is throwing a tantrum over Trump cleaning up their mess.
This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States. I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control, and you'll be meeting the people that will be directly involved with that. Very good people, but they're tough, and they know what's happening, and they've done it before. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly. And you people are victims of it, too. You know, you're reporters, and I understand a lot of you tend to be on the liberal side, but you don't want to get mugged and raped and shot and killed. And you all know people and friends of yours that happened. And so you can be anything you want, but you want to have safety in the streets. You want to be able to leave your apartment or your house where you live and feel safe and go into a store to buy a newspaper or buy something. And you don't have that now. The murder rate in Washington today is higher than that of Bogota, Colombia, Mexico City, some of the places that you hear about as being the worst places on earth. Much higher. This is much higher.
Give me the other one, man. Give me the other one. Snitch, I'm gonna crush your bitch ass.
I wasn't snitching.
Snitch, I'm gonna crush you.
Dude, I wasn't snitching. Dude, get him. Dude, I wasn't snitching. I was just talking about something else. Dude, I wasn't gonna snitch. I'm sorry. I wasn't snitching.
Stop talking, bro. Sit down, bro. I'll take your phone. Bro, give me the phone, bro. Give me the phone, bro. Give me the phone.
Stop it. Give him my jacket back. Get after him.
Okay, so you guys got to check out this next clip here because this shows you the mindset of the liberal person in DC. Like, honestly, I think scientists should study the liberal brain years after they died, kind of like CTE, because it's crazy. Anyways, let's get to this clip here because listen to what the residents of DC say.
The president has made repeated threats to take over DC, call in the National Guard, and federalize the police force.
DC can govern themselves. 700,000 people, we can govern ourselves. Our elected officials are doing fine.
Nene Taylor is with Free DC. The group which advocates for DC statehood is holding a rally.
Again, I said earlier, DC has been under Democratic mayoral leadership for the past 50 years. And look where it's gotten them. This is why Trump has to clean up their mess.
And press conference Monday to protest whatever the president may announce. The group hosted an event with music and kids activities showing DC is safe.
We feel if Trump believed that DC is not safe and he wanted to be safer, he would stop mass firing. He would stop the cuts on SNAP, housing, health care, education.
On Friday, Trump beefed up federal police presence in certain areas of the district. Bernard Brown is the grandfather of 3-year-old Taya Settles, who was shot and killed in the Garfield Heights neighborhood last year while riding in her family's car. He said he doesn't want to see a takeover of D.C., but likes the idea of having a bigger federal law enforcement presence.
The reason why it's a great idea is that if he's sitting and he sees that a task is not being done, he's implementing something that could possibly cease and bring it down a bit.
News 4 spoke to people enjoying the Caribbean Festival at Freedom Plaza Saturday afternoon. They said they feel safe and are concerned about threats to take over the district.
He's full of a whole lot of nonsense. There's nothing wrong with D.C. that any other city doesn't have going on.
Mayor seems to be doing a decent job, and the police officers know what they're doing. I don't think we need a National Guard or armed services presence at all.
No details of the president's planned announcement have been released.
Crazy.
In the district,
Do you know what the murder
Spencer,
rate is in
News
D.C.?
4.
Now, this next video clip shows shots ringing out in Washington, D.C.'s Navy Park, less than a mile away from the Capitol building. Over 100 black teens took over the park, terrorizing the neighborhood. Yo, this is crazy. That's happening in the nation's capital. Like, where are the parents in the picture here? That's crazy. And like the fact that it happened just like a mile away from the Capitol.
They arrested someone. He's in the car behind me. Very quick response here by transit, metro, and some federal assets. So we're down here in Navy Yard, Washington, D.C. We're photographing and filming a large group that was in this park behind me. You can see some of the leftover trash. Close to 100 people were gathered here, and we heard shots fired. I believe it was more than one. It's hard to hear in the moment. We followed police. They arrested a suspect at this place, and they recovered a firearm as well. We have seen an unbelievable amount of assets being thrown at this. You have Metro, Transit, Capitol Police, and multiple federal officials. I've seen FBI, I've seen HSI, I've seen other kinds of park police in the area. They are throwing a massive amount for this specific incident here. It's very obvious that the city has taken a slightly different posture going forwards.
This is a waste of taxpayers' money, honestly. Like, to focus on stuff like this. Parents need to be held accountable for the kids. Wow, that's crazy. So while Democrats and their media allies cry about Trump's National Guard move, they've had 50 years of uninterrupted control to fix DC's crime. 8 Democratic mayors, 0 results. Trump stepping in to protect Americans and the left's meltdown just shows you they'd rather play victim than face accountability.